So those users will not have the cash out functions available for them. Yeah, the KYC is really for the withdrawal function at the moment. When we're starting to talk about money handling, we need to make sure that we are sending the money to the right people. So if they're not 18, they're gonna miss out on that one. So parental guidance will be required on those.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Prop, what's going on, bro?
Yes, sir. Hey, David. Nice to talk to you again. I just had a little food for thought on monetization of like certain NFTs in the app. So like obviously I know you get a lot of questions about questions and suggestions about people renting NFTs and things like that at some point. And I do know that you're planning on doing something with the Master Collector program, whereas like you make a certain amount of points for holding a collectible for a longer period of time. So I was thinking, maybe to sort of incentivize, people holding a bit of a longer time, that if you do choose to rent out a collectible for someone to either build in their vault or whatever function or utility people would use it for, that if you do choose to do that, you would actually have to unstake that NFT from your I guess your your collection, and choose to monetize that, at which point you will lose the reoccurring points that you have every day for them. And I think that will create a little bit more of gamifying and making it more of a choice to whether or not you want to keep those points for holding and collecting, rather than renting it out and allowing people to use them. I think that'll actually raise the value on both fronts. So I just wanted to throw that out there for food for thought.
That's definitely quite a good idea, and it's quite logical in a way. So I'll definitely bring that up with Dan as well, because he's polishing up the first, I think, draft to show everyone. And I think we mentioned about it. The idea is to get the public opinion on it, because we're building the collectors program for the collectors, not for me and Dan. So we'll like definitely feedback on it. And we just want to be more logical and things that can be we're not here to penalize people as such. We're here to encourage people to collect more things. So yeah, thank you for that. I'll definitely take that in.
Awesome. Lenny, you up, bro?
Yes. Hello, David. My question is kind of difficult. Who is your favorite Transformer and why?
Oh man, Optimus Prime is my jam. Why is because the trailer. Do you know how much collectible you can fit in that trailer? I mean, seriously, god damn it. That's what I need.
Right. So that collectible is only to hide other collectibles. So,
yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah.
Austin.
I also do like Megatron. I do like Megatron quite a lot. We sell them in our shop. Or one of the new piece I got in, the masterpiece. Yeah, it's quite good. But thanks for asking that. That's great.
Yeah.
Hi, David. So my question is, I know we have lots of demand right now currently in the market. I was wondering if we would ever get to a point where we have multiple drops at the same time. So this gives other people a chance, kind of thing. You have to like kind of choose.
So some of the stuff that I have learned is about if we were doing one drop, and I can see why Blind Box and Comet go so fast, because there's only actually one button you're pushing, right? But a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, for I can't remember what drop it is. You have a selection of 4 to choose from, and damn, I honestly forgot it. You could have got a common if you didn't go for a rare or secret rare. So things are selling out, obviously, from your ultra rare going all the way down to commons. and that could be because people think, well, if I don't get it now, I probably have to pay more. So to your point is, right now we're doing hourly drops, like different time, but I would definitely consider to do drops what you mentioned. You're dropping two different brands at once, and the beauty about that is, you know, the collectors need to decide, well, do I want that more or over this one? So it will give people further chance, another layer of chance to get it. So definitely we will consider that.
Okay, dope. Crypto Evil Genius, you up, bro?
I don't really have a question other than how have you not lost your voice with all the speaking that you do, David?
Oh man, I drink a lot of water. I have like pots of honey here, so I just basically heat up the kettle, honey water, just keep them going. This is actually, I'm having my break talking to, you know, fans and collectors. You know, we work bloody hard. It's like a 19-20 hour day every day at the headquarter here. But we loving it and we enjoying every bit of it. And it's because we're doing it for the audience. If we had no audience, it'd be different, right? Things would be a lot more calmer. It's because we care. We want to listen to everyone. You know, every voice, everything you guys write. We do read it, but we can't do anything about it in hours. It does take time to implement a lot of the things. So, yeah, we want to be as engaging. I mean, it is quite touching. We're going 73 hours in this room. So the dedication you guys give us, we have to give back. It's the same.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. That's amazing. Son of Pale Horse, man, what's up?
Hey, hi David. Nice to meet you. Just that I had a recommendation I brought up earlier to the room regarding the comics and possibly being considered sets in the future. So I'm assuming that at some point you're going to start coming out with, issue 2 of House of X and, 2 through 4 or whatever. And you're going to have different issues of different series. So my idea was to have different issues that count as sets if you have, let's say, 5 to 10 issues in a particular series. No matter what the rarity
Yeah.
is, that could count like as a set in its own way.
Yeah, you're kind of right, because some of these comics they are coming out as mini series, right? And they could be collector sets, things like that. We definitely will be reaching out and talk about it internally, how we regroup it and how we work it out. Yeah, that is a very good point. Definitely another very good, yeah, good one for us to think about. And we'll definitely bring it up with Marvel as well and get their thoughts and see how we can help our fans to, finish some of the sets as well. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Awesome, fam.
Can I add a question to that question?
Oh, Giffy, bro, you breaking the line, bro.
Sorry, brother, then I'll stop.
No, all right, go ahead, get it out the way. You
Oh
good,
no,
bro.
because it was a continuation to that.
Okay.
What do you think about, like, if you hold any, like, even a common of the first series of House of X, and that's the only way you could try for the drop of the second series?
Yeah, that would be very hard. That's going back to the same as the, if I own a Jermaine Roger, am I guaranteed to have a better spot? Yeah, we technically will be very, very difficult for us, and about a lot more engineering. And I do understand where you guys coming from on that. I'll bring it up to Dan and we'll brainstorm it internally, but no promise on that one.
Fanboy, you got it, bro.
David, thank you so much for being here. I just want to know, who is your favorite MCU character?
Oh, God, there's so many. The MCU, obviously. What about if I tell you what my favorite superhero? I know the Marvel Universe, I like them all. Marvel Universe. I mean, Spider-Man's really the OG for me, to be honest, and DC has to be Batman. Both of those. Yeah, pretty good, and they're both humans as well. Yeah,
right. Oh, Jamie, you up, bro?
Hey, David, pleasure. Great to meet you.
thank you.
Honored that you're joined us here today. So, quick question stemming off of somebody else's question regarding 18 and under. So, you mentioned there's a limitation. If you're 18 and under, you'll be unable to transfer gems to another account or transfer those gems to be cash. Now, is there going to be a limitation on those 18 and under accounts to be able to not let them transfer NFTs out of those accounts?
Right now is 13 plus, so we allow anyone to transfer the NFTs on 13 plus, and myself and Dan have talked about parental guidance button things. Did deactivate a few things, and we will address that coming up as well. That's what we will do. But in regards to taking the ability for them to transfer. Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but we just need to see the feasibility, how we do it as well.
Fair enough. Thank you, David.
Awesome. NFT interview. You up, bro?
Oh no, man! I won't waste any more of David's time. This is Josh Mixon, David. Uh,
Hey, Josh.
I'm one of your master collectors, but no, I don't have a
Definitely
question.
no time wasted here.
Yeah, no, I already have. Yeah, but just thank you for your time, man. Thank you for what you do. Um, appreciate you. Do your best on your golf game. Take me down.
Thanks, Josh.
Awesome. Emoji, you got the floor, bro.
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible. Hey, David. So I'm big into fandoms and also other people coming into these fandoms, and I noticed a huge thing that the MCU did was it made these lesser known heroes and things like that more mainstream to the public. And I see VeVe doing the same thing. But I was wondering if down the line, I know there's going to be a lot of focus on a collector, but will it be more focused on being a fan? And I just as an example, and myself included, I've been buying a lot of these comics, but I haven't read any. So would we see something down the line where maybe like a collectible may drop, but there may be a quiz or something like that based off of a VeVe comic to get more people into these IPs?
Oh yeah, so basically this is more about the gamification. Uh, you guys know some of the question you ask me will always put me in the line what I say, but what you just talked about, it's something is coming, but it might not be in the comic, so you know. But we really all believe about the community and the gaming aspect, and Easter egg treasure hunts, and it is all coming. So there's a lot of these being built in the programs, and that's part of why it does take time, because it takes time to grow the community, to have the participant, and it takes time to roll out a program that is very thoughtful. I I I want you guys to understand something. What we are building is pretty much just like this room now. It's like a marathon. We're not here to uh just grab some quick money and go off. We're about a marathon in the business. Um, if you get to know myself and Dan will tell you many times how I run this, and I won't even say as a business or hobby or anything. How I like to run this VeVe is I'm always 5 to 6 steps ahead. So there's actually a lot of things happening in the background that we're not talking about it. Um, and the gamification of your collectibles, how you're going to do it, the clues, and in certain things it will come out eventually. And at the end of the day, when you own those collectible, you're part of that game. You will be in that universe, at that moment. So quite important to me, and I don't know how many people in the room right now. There's 400. There's a lot. I just want to, there's a lot of collectibles that I love in VeVe and in physical as well as in digital. There's a lot of covers I love in comic. I can't own them all, and I love them all. But I just want you guys to understand what we're trying to build is something. Well, we don't know what you like. And when I say to you, hey, I think you're going to love this, well, how do I know you're going to love this? So our job is try to get you to understand how to love these collectible and from a different angle rather than just for the sake of buying it because it's ultra rare or super rare. We really want to teach you how to love these collectible and why you're collecting them and how to enjoy them in different ways. And it is something we want to stay true to engage with our fans. But what you have say is exactly what we want to be doing as well, and what we are doing. It's just not happening today, but the first cool thing will change this week, and will be part of that coming up.
Ooh, I like that, man. And the fact that because the majority of people that are in this space, I think David is we're all new to this collecting. So the fact that we are being taught to love these collectibles from someone who loves their collectibles as much as you do, we are able to sit back and know that you are going to bring us in the right direction at the right speed.
Yeah,
We're not rushing you
yeah.
at all.
I click all sorts of things, and I click antique. I click vases, antique vase. I click quite odd stuff. I'll be very honest with you. So everywhere I go around the world, I tend to go shop around and see things and culture. And I did remember this one time I was in LA. I was going quite far out to this antique mall. I can't remember what the place is called, and the Uber driver was talking to me, and the lady, it was a lady, the lady who dropped me off, go, I just want to ask you, are you an antique dealer? I'm going, well, why would you want to, what makes you think I'm an antique dealer? She go, well, I'm dropping you to an antique store. And I say, oh no, everywhere I travel to, I try to pop into a couple of these stores, op shops, antique store. um, and she asked me, so why you click antique? I mean, and I go, the things that I love to buy, and I click certain things. I click a lot of things. And she goes, what makes you into the collecting? And I tell you one thing, I told her, I just love to wake up every morning surrounding me with things that I love to see. And I just love to see that in my house, uh, in my kitchen, in my living room. And and I say, that's how I live my life. I love to wake up, see things I love surrounded, I collect them. And she was very touched in a way. She say, man, that's the way to live your life. You wake up every day, see things, click things, buy things that you love to surround yourself with. And we can all do that. And part of the whole VeVe is really to bring these character that you know of or you once know of to be interact with you. You now can take a photo with Spider-Man. And this is one major thing I think most people forget. Why we put these functions in is for a reason, is that every year you go to Comic Con, you dress up as Spider Man or Batman, you take amazing selfies. Over the weekend, you have a great fun. But it comes to Monday, game show's over, you're back to your normal boring job. Nobody even talk about it. And what we wanted to bring is a way for you to socialize and able to post these photos without people thinking, oh my God, how old are you, Dave? You're too old for this shit. I'm not. I'm always as old as I want it to feel like I am. Now I can bring out Spider-Man and take a photo with him flipping, jumping up and down anywhere I want to go. So that's the things that we want to bring to our fans, and that's how we stay connected.
And
Yeah.
and so far very successful in doing that for us, man. So we definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna get to some more of these questions, man, if you don't mind. Foster
Yeah.
Hill, what's going on, bro?
Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me up.
Yeah.
David, I just wanted to ask, I think you've eloquently answered pretty much the question that led up to this, but for me at least, I've never had any concerns about VeVe having any issues with content. I've always had a firm belief that you guys are years ahead with all of the licenses that come along with the app that you're doing. But often a concern that I hear come from the community, and one that I could say to an extent I share, is the scalability of the app and platform. I know that for the longest time, you guys have always been playing catch up with the app itself. And I wonder, after seeing, as an example, Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg dedicating, 10,000 employees to making a metaverse, do you guys have, I know you're planning to expand the team, but would you be able to kind of elaborate on some of the talent acquisitions or expansions that you're looking to make to the team to make sure that you're able to keep up with all of the demand that's coming in for this fantastic project?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for that. Most important is that, our project and our company, and we never go out and make these bold statements to go, we need to acquire 10,000 talent if you want to work for us. Something that you guys should know about us is that we are one of those people just go and do the work. We don't come out and brag about it. You'll never see us try to go, well, we're going to try to raise X amount valuation. So there's a lot of business behind it. Talent acquisition is a major thing internally in the company. But please do keep in mind, we are dealing with top tier licensors, and this is always a question that they ask us: have you got enough bandwidth to bring on? We do have some of the top world's best studios working with us in partnership or work for hire, however you call it, contractors, to roll this out. This year and last year, we were a bit behind because it's mainly about the cash restraint, what we can do. But now we can go out and be equally as bold to hire people that we think can bring big skills to us. But one thing I do want to address is that we hire people very different than the big corporates, or maybe in this case Facebook, for example. We hire people that can work with us, they understand our customer, what they need, because we're building quite specific product for a specific audience. We want to make sure that you guys spoke to Alex. He's a fan of collectibles. Reese, we're all very passionate in different area. We want to bring people into the organization who's passionate, because it's only that passion can bring fire and let the room. Everyone has great idea and they just go and get the job done. My day is 20 hours a day. I can, me and Dan alone, I promise you, me and Dan, if we were a Street Fighter character, we can take down anybody. And we basically, it's, I don't know if, not bragging about it. Me and Dan's probably two of us can take about 100 people's job. And we work very close. We're a very agile company, and we like to stay that way for at least a few more months. But the company, it is growing quite rapidly fast in employees as well.
Magic, man. Magic, bro. Like we could tell by the
Hi,
product.
David. I just want to say thank you for building
Hold on, here you
the
go.
VeVe platform. Shout out to Vaultaholics. My question is, I'm in that contest right now, and building the monsters. Is there a possible way that in the future we can morph these monsters, these NFTs into one, burn the supply?
Oh, shit! I thought he was done. My fault. Let me bring Hugo back up. But while we got that, we're gonna go back to that, David. That's my fault. VeVe Ho, go
That's
ahead.
all right. Yo, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
So first of all, aloha. Thank you, True Crypto and Giphy for hosting. David, thank you for coming on tonight. You're amazing. I just have one quick question, and how would you describe like the VV team, like you, Dan, Noah, Alex, everybody, Reese? Like, how would you describe your team when you guys are working at your best? That's my question.
Man, I mean, we like to think we're working our best as we can. I mean, best doesn't mean it's always going to be satisfying for the day result. I'd be very honest with you. Even on my best of best day, and Dan will know this, is I think I could do a lot more. And there's a lot of time I feel real guilty. I should be finishing something off, but it does take a lot of mental stress doing this job. I'm quite one of those guy. We all have a very different skill set. Dan, myself, a very different skill set, by the way, and we work very differently. um, and same as Alex, all these guys that we have on, we all complement each other in a different way on the skill, and that's how we bring on. And another thing is we never scare if someone can do that job better, and we never, obviously I get criticized on things that not so much these days, but if I make an error or things, I do take it in the chin, and we're very transparent. And if we make a mistake, I think the audience, you guys know, we do come out, apologize, and we try to fix things. But I couldn't speak for other people, but ranking us, I mean, for myself, I could always do much better. I'm never satisfied. I was always a very ambitious kid, even when I was young, and I started my business very young age. And I'm one of those guys, I never ever quit until I get what I want. And I can tell you a good story about this one, give you an example. Comic Con 2017, I think it was Comic Con 217, San Diego. Me and James Lee, one of our staff, one of my friend and staff. I think we arrived. I needed to get Jim Lee. I had every signature, Kilbert, everything, Junior, and I'm missing the Stanley signature. No shit. And I'm going, this is impossible. So next morning, we got up. We went to Comic Con early. We went to line up to get you have to pick up the peas in the bowl. And I think if it was you got the black pea, you get one of the 50 chance to meet Stan Lee. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. James managed to get one of the artists, another artist I needed, so he gave me that line up, got it. Anyway, didn't have Jim Lee, and I say to James, I said, listen, if you don't get Jim Lee on this comic signing, it's not really, I need it all. And he goes, well, there's nothing much. He's not signing anymore. Now, I saw him walk past after his signing quickly. I didn't manage to catch him because I was lining up for something else. But the gentleman in front of me in the queue told me to go, I can tell you where Jim Lee is going to be after this. And I go, well, where is he going to be? He goes, well, he's doing a private signing at this event. I think it was one of his first comic, or they done June 13 or something. But it's going to be at 8 p.m. He's going to be here because this is where they're, they're going to all, the gang's going to get back together to do alumni thing. Anyway, I picked up the phone. I ring James. I say, James, you need to get showered. We're going to go see Jim Lee tonight. He's going, really? No, tonight? I'm going, yep. I didn't know how far it was. Seriously, I can tell you, this is almost as on the Uber, the driver's driving so long. It's like maybe like 40 minutes now. I'm thinking, God, how long this is going to be. Anyway, we arrived at the place. I can't remember the name of the place. When we got there was already a line. It must be like 200 people. I'm just going, you shit me not. Come on. I came all this way. I was on time. And Jim didn't turn up on time, as usual, because he can. Anyway, I went to the front of the line. We actually had another meeting. We had to be another place at San Diego. We got to the front, and I asked the guy and the doorman to go, listen, can you please do me a favor? Can you I got 2 comic. I flew all the way from New Zealand. I need to get Jim to sign this. I know he's already behind, so I'm just gonna leave the comic with you. The guy's going, please don't leave it with me, because if I lose it, I say to him, listen, if Jim doesn't sign it, listen, you can keep the comic anyway. But if he signs it, could you please message me? And this is my number, and I'll come back and get it. Anyway, so I left it with him. He was super unreluctant to accept it, but I said to him, please do me a favor. 10 minutes later, I got the Uber. We're ready going back to San Diego for another meeting. I had a dinner pre-arranged. I already pushed it back. 5 minutes on the Uber, I got a text. The guy go, Jim came, and I managed to get him to sign yours first. I told the Uber driver, please turn back and go back the comic. I went back, got the comic, thanked the guy. I just could not be any grateful, super grateful for him to do it. But the point of the story is that I'm a crazy, ambitious driver. If I put my mind into something, I'm going to go and get it. I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to complete the job with full satisfaction. And, that's the attitude, that's the ambition. The brains that we have, we're just really at the starting of it. There's a lot more things I want to bring in that's not there, and we'll be announcing it in coming weeks. And, and we just, as a community with you guys, we're just going to keep rolling this out.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Dane, Nikora, you got it, bro.
Yes, that's me. David, brother, it's your boy from New Zealand, brother.
Yes.
Currently residing in Australia, Sydney. I'm a huge fan, and I just heavily invested in Omi and collectibles since the beginning, and now awesome chance to obviously have chats. I've got a question, might be a 2-part, but the question is it acknowledged by the because there's a lot of toing and froing in our groups and stuff about the latency with drops, and us over here in Australia struggling, and New Zealand struggling with with those with the latency that we have in comparison to other people around the world. Is that acknowledged by the VeVe team? And if so,
yes,
is there a plan or some sort of solution of some sort you guys might have in place that could fix that? I know it's not easy, but just
so just to go back to the whole thing, we are finding proportionally with our user group. So just so you know, it's not like no one in Australia or New Zealand can get any of these collectibles. We do see them. They do go to these region. They just go there like a prorata. If 35% of our users in US or UK, that much normally go there. So proportionally, it is happening. But in regards to are we doing anything? Oh, hell yes, we are doing a lot of things, but we can't tell you what we're doing because we don't want, because it might breach some of our security things when we announce certain things. So we don't want to, we never comment on these. But we are looking at it, and we actively having solutions to solve these. And they are in the works right now, and they will be rolling out. So, yeah,
Awesome.
this is a constant moving puzzle that we're solving.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Andy, you got your hand up, bro, and then Teta.
My question for David, thank you, David, for all that you do. My question is, in a recent Chinese MMA, you said that there are 5 categories for Marvel, 1 being a blind box, 2 being the premium statues, and the 3rd one being the comics. Will you be able to tell us what the 4th and 5th categories will be?
Yeah, so yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, it will get me in trouble. Yeah, I love to, but listen, then it will be coming out in the announcement soon. Yeah, I think you guys will love it. God, yeah, I hope you do. If you don't, I would be the only one buying it, so it's going to be fine. Will work.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are quite amazing new category we're opening, and we're working round the clock to roll this out. So once it's ready, we'll be announcing it through a pop-up announcement with Marvel as well, because I need to get them signed off. I can't just come out and tell you what it is, because it's a big deal.
Okay. Awesome. Appreciate that. Teta, then Hugo, we got you back, bro. All right, Teta, bro, you on.
Hey, yo, thanks for pulling me up. And hi to everyone. Kia ora, David. How's it going? Thank you so much for coming up here. I'm also based in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Lifelong collector like yourself, which I want to emphasize because as soon as I found out you were a collector, that's what immediately made me fall in love and have 100% total faith in this project. So that being said, as a collector, I wanted to know, what are you most excited about in the next 6 to 8 months regarding VeVe that maybe we've spoken about, but we haven't put as much time into discussing, and you're just sitting there like, wow, this is going to be insane. I'm really hyped about this. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, everything we bringing in. I mean, number one is this year's all about the brands. I mean, we got a few more months. We want to announce a few more good partnerships. Oh man, there's just so much good stuff happening, and honestly, I couldn't tell you. I mean, the things that we have talked about is that VeVe will be moving into metaverse, and how we build that collectible to be more unique, gamifications, interactions. Every aspect of everything we're dropping, even the comic, we're improving how you read them. There's a lot of things in the pipeline coming out. So just from the suite from left to right, from user experience in the app and allowing collectors, people don't even know they like collecting, to get started collecting. There's things that we want to get it going. But there's, I tell you, in a couple of weeks we will be announcing cool brands coming out, and I think some of these brands. I mean, we announced our girls. We want to start bringing things for different age group, diversities, things like that. So that's something always being in my mind, is that can we start bringing more brands that female audience will laugh more, and that's something I'm interested in doing. Nostalgia, bringing in really iconic brands that you already forgotten, or even kids today don't even know they exist. But definitely not talking about floppy disk and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of good lineup coming up.
Awesome, appreciate that. Hugo, you got it, bro.
Yeah, David, I just wanted to finish off my question. Is it possible for in the future that we can merge these NFTs to create one unique NFT and burn the supply of the NFTs that were used to create the unique NFT, lowering the overall supply and burning Omi along the way, and being able to sell that collectible in the marketplace?
Yes. The short answer is it was all our dreams. I mean, I can't tell you which collectible it is, but we have thought about doing something similar to that. Well, imagine if three of these combined together, it becomes something, and that something is one of X amount. So yeah, definitely, we have thought about it. We then to say anything is possible. We just need to put our mind and our tech team behind it. But that is something we always been looking at, and we always talk about it as a joke. Imagine if this and that combined together. I mean, uh, I play Magic the Gathering, the trading card game, and other game. When you have multiple cards put together, they become one great power thing. So I really do believe in this thing. Um, Having layers of complexity in the NFT game, and this is one of the reasons why we need to start moving to new type of blockchain or chains for us to trial these things out with.
Awesome. Next up we got Double A. All right, Clinton, you up, bro?
Hello.
Hold on. All right, Double A, then Clinton.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. Yeah, is that the Captain America commons? When are you going to change the edition numbers because you burnt half of them?
Yeah. The commons. Oh man.
Captain
Have
America
any of
commons.
yes? Have you? Oh, I just thought I'd let you guys know. Maybe some of you guys been tracking that. There was actually a lot of commons being taken out the supply. Now, we we have been talking to Marvel closely how we address this. So I can't tell you how we're going to be addressing it, but there will be some complexity in it. As you know, the Captain America was sold in random numbers, so obviously there could be still odd numbers out there. Like we couldn't say this is one of 8,000 left because one of you guys might have edition number 12,039, so it wouldn't work if it makes sense to you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, David. Hello.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. All guys, please ignore my English. First of all, I'm from Southeast Asia.
That's
First
fine.
of all, I love you, David. I love you, David. First of all, and we need you until we hit $1, and after that, or as well. My question is that. My question is that if you can hear me, is
Yes.
VeVe is gonna be limited to the licensors, digital collectibles, NFTs, or is it gonna be like a variable or open sea market?
Yeah.
Other people's gonna list their NFTs on VeVe, or either we are gonna be limited to our licensors.
Yeah. So this is something we discussed internally for a long time. So everyone should understand VeVe is always going to be the premium platform. We have a duty and care to our licensor and brand partner who we sign contract with to ensure the integrity of the asset in there has to have certain benchmark. Now, in regards to your question, is will we become an open sea where other people can sell in our marketplace? It's only very likely if we do it on our web platform in another section of of the VeVe web base type of thing. We possibly could. We are still. What we really need to do, to be honest with you, is to get our own things right, to fix our own issues before we start mine other NFTs business at the moment.
Awesome. L Counselor, you got the flow, bro.
Thank you, bro. Well, David, I just want to say thank you for creating this app, this big idea. And come on, guys, let me see those emoji hands to support David. This is him and himself. Come on. Let me see those hands.
Thank
Come
you.
on, man. Yeah. Bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, David, I just want to ask you something. I introduced a client of mine, like, I don't know, like 7 days ago, and he went crazy in a rampage, just buying everything on Dewey. But he hit me with the question, and I just had to question, and I just had to hit you with this question too in this AMA. He asked me a few days ago, what will happen if he tomorrow passed away? Can he leave his account in a will? Or because it's just know that Facebook has a way to leave your account to your loved ones, but let's just say that in Facebook we don't have like $100,000 in our vault, but can we do something about this?
Yeah, that's a great question. I will definitely bring it up in my next legal council meeting. Yeah, we'll definitely will want these to be able to be transferred with the right credential. Let me think about how we're going to work. But thank you for bringing that up. This is to add to something on my list, and I will put an urgency on it because I can understand and I can see a lot of our users putting a lot of time into this. So, yep, definitely. Thanks for that. And your second question?
Oh my goodness, I pushed him
Oh,
down.
that's all right.
There's a 1 question limit. We're trying to keep it rolling.
That's
man.
fine.
We're past the 30 minutes, so
That's all right. We'll take 5 more.
Okay.
Take 5 more.
Okay. VV Player 1, you got your hand up, bro.
Man, hey David. Man, this is so awesome to be even blessed to speak to you, the CEO of VeVe and Ecomi. It's truly amazing.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I love the story that you just told about how you got that signature from Stanley, and it kind of inspires my question for you. So I know in the future you talked about possibly giving us the ability to get digital signatures from artists. So I was wondering, would it be possible if we were blessed enough to be in the same area as you or Dan, would we be able to ask you for a digital signature for comics or collectibles?
Yeah, of course. Definitely. I mean, me and Dan is quite disappointed we wouldn't be at Anaheim for DesignerCon, but our team, the other half of the team that as part of our whole family is going to be there. But once we get our, all our ducks in the row, we'll be traveling all around doing road shows. We do have big grand plans. Before we even started the business, we wanted to be as engaging as possible with our audience, and our audience is you guys. You guys are the most relevant thing in our life at the moment. So definitely, we'll love to catch up with you.
That's amazing. God bless you. Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Tommy, you got it, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me up. Hey, David, I won't make this too long. It's just a question regarding a little bit of a sensitive subject right now, regarding restrictions as it's still ongoing and affecting users. I'm wondering if you have a second.
Yes.
So I understand why the restrictions are happening and what you're trying to combat here. I actually created a group for users who are affected to voice their concerns. And the number one thing that kept coming up is regarding our collectibles. So due to the restrictions, we can't transfer the collectibles. And to a lot of the users that are affected, whether they're innocent or not, it makes it feel as if we own the collectibles, but VeVe controls them. And which to the people restricted, it makes it seem as if our investment into VeVe isn't necessarily truly ours. So I just wanted to see if it's maybe an error with a security partner or if it's something a little bit more deep.
Yes. Thanks for bringing that up, and I appreciate you. Try to help anyone who's in a similar position. So, a couple of things is we are working on to fix the issue. There was some mistake that a lot of the account was restricted. We are working to unblocking them one by one. Now, I can't tell you when we're going to be implementing something that the restriction ban will be lifted, but it's coming around the corner. I don't want to tell the date or the time simply because it might breach some security issues. Once again, I just couldn't speak for the tech team, and I don't want to add any more issues for them. But please do not send any more support tickets if your account is being restricted or blocked. We are working on it, and we're fixing that right now.
Awesome. Daddy Dog, you got the floor, bro.
Hey, what's going on? I just want to say
Can I talk?
appreciate everything you do for us, David. I had a question talking with my kids, showing them the collectibles and stuff. I don't know if the technology is available yet or not, but something like hide and seek where you could like geolock the collectibles into a certain area, and you can walk around in AR and try to find the collectibles in a certain room.
Yeah. I can't tell you things that we might be doing. We have been in discussion with some partners to do similar things for sure.
Awesome. Clifton, you got it, bro.
Hey, good morning, straight from Germany. Thanks for your time, David, and for the whole community. I have one simple question. Maybe you're not allowed to tell that. It's regarding to collaborations, especially cause. Do you have it in your focus or something like that?
Course. Who the hell's Course?
Course is hello.
Hi.
You were.
I know who Course is.
Sorry.
I know who Course is.
Oh,
of course.
David, can I speak?
KAWS. Course.
Definitely. Listen, we I think I mentioned this maybe once or twice in the past, maybe not to this audience, is that what we wanted to do right this moment is to bring as much relative subject to what we are doing to the community first. We don't want to bring in IP in today that will we already have a lot of issues. You guys already know things are selling out in seconds. I can't even get them, so I'm not even telling people what's coming out because you guys would just keep refreshing your app. Now we want to make sure we bring things in the timely manner that is most suited for that particular artist. There's many other artists out there. I highly collect their work. Course is definitely one of the one. I collect a lot of his work, a lot. And Dan, next time you should ask Dan about this massive painting I bought, of course, and I had to how I had to transpect it back on the flight. So I do understand how desirable these brands are, and some of these are just super hype beasts. But right now, VeVe just need to focus on how we can scale and make sure that we run robust systems. So not only bot operator, and once again, it's 1%, to block these users, bad actors, so everyone can have a fair chance on getting that. We got few things we need to resolve. I do have a lot of good lineup of artists coming. I can't name them, and I know of the artists you talked about.
Yeah, I think a lot of us do, man. Like that. Tez, you got the floor, bro.
Hey, David. So I remember Dan already explained in a previous AMA the reason for the holdup on the Immutable X migration. Do you think the migration will start before DesignerCon?
Yep. I mean, all in schedule, we should be okay. I mean, we are doing our best to run multiple things all at one hit. So yeah, we'll be announcing. A lot of these things I couldn't say because I don't like to speak on behalf of the tech guys, and put them under, huge pressure they already in. So we'll definitely do our best, and we know it's one of those key things that we announce we're doing. So we'll try to keep you guys fully alert on that.
All right, well, getting down to the last few, David. I promise we're gonna let you go, man. Timo, appreciate it. Timo, you got it, bro.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here from Japan. David, very nice to meet you. First time talking. Quick question. Is you mentioned your love for collecting, and as a child, you talked about your stamp collection, all this stuff. And you might have already answered this, but sorry if you already did. What is your thoughts and what is your plans for getting children involved in collecting in the future? I'm sure a lot of kids don't have, they might not even have $7, $10 to spend on a comic. Maybe they only got that cell phone and they want to interact in the metaverse, maybe grind it up, stuff like that. What's that barrier to entry? Anything you can talk about that for children?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And the new generation today, we are participating what is most relevant for them in the future. And saying that is because games like Roblox, Fortnite, my brother's kids will rather spend $10 of their pocket money buying a new skin than the physical toys now. And why is because they see that's what's relevant for them. They believe that the skins or whatever they spend their money on in digital is the real thing. Now, we understand some of the issues, and we talked about it many times, me and Dan, is that, well, should we just make this whole thing like a subscription? Every month you get these free drops come in, and then people get tired of them. But I tell you one important thing about as a collector, we are a collector app as first, is because there's something about when you give someone for free, they don't really go back on it. They don't go back and look at it. They play with it because they get it free. They don't really value it. And when you work for it and then you buy that collectible, you really enjoys it and you admire and you remember that is my first collectible I bought in VeVe, or that is the first digital thing I bought that's tie into a blockchain number or NFT. But it's really important that we want to keep these things very collectible, not just scarce or value, but its meaning to someone. So we thought if we give everyone free stuff every day, and there's other apps out there, and I think there's another app possibly similar to us. Um, they give their users free tokens every day, and they can come in and purchase things. Technically it's still free when you get the free token, you're earning that every day. We want to make sure that collectible is meaningful, rather than you just go, well, I got that much token, I can just buy whatever I want. But we do need to think about the other market, but keep in mind we are 13 plus. I just need our audience to be aware. We have to comply with that, and that's another thing.
Yeah. So G, you got it, bro.
Hey fam, hey David, how's it going? Just want to give you a quick kudos for being having VeVe for a year now. I joined back in March, and to see the development of the app and everything that's dropped since then is truly amazing, and I can't wait to continue seeing how the VeVe verse develops out over the next year and forward. But I did want to get your thoughts on one of the ways that you guys potentially continue drops, especially when they're super limited in under like 700 pieces or 100 collectibles per drop. I know people have mentioned a lottery system, and in a way, the blind boxes are already a form of, I guess, a lottery system. Whether if you get the chance to actually get one, you get the chance of possibly winning a secret rare or a ultra rare and onward. So my thought
Mm-hmm.
was maybe having a blind box raffle where if you get the golden ticket, you win the collectible, or possibly, for example, if you had 30,000 raffles, 10,000 of those can go on to participate in the actual drop. Or if you did win the golden ticket, you just get that collectible. And then further on, if you held on to that collectible, maybe you can get a maybe those tickets, those raffle tickets, can get utility further on. For example, if it was for um, I'm sorry, for Ron English's Grin Rabbit, if it was a lottery like that, where you got a chance to go for a blind box raffle, and if you lost, you could possibly get a Ron English accessory later on down the
Mm-hmm.
line. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to
Yeah,
get your thoughts on that, and maybe
yeah.
any other way you
We
guys have planned.
yeah we are planning. We are working on other plans, by the way. Our biggest concern is that in certain states in US and other parts of the world, there's a sweepstake law where it prevent us to do these things. We just need to be a little bit more careful, and we are navigating with our legal counsel to in the state to see what are some of the laws that we need to be aware. Um, there's a lot of mechanism how we can drop things, and I just want our audience to understand that every week we try to do something different. Sometimes you get blind box, sometimes is first come first serve. The comic is obviously we're going to keep the system going because how rare some of this collect the comic is, and it'd be snapped out too fast and won't be fair for the 20, 30,000, 40,000 people out there trying to get one. But definitely I will continue to look at new drop mechanisms for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Dave,
Sweet.
David, if we have these last three ones that are up on the stage, if they
Yep,
act,
let's do that.
and we'll
Last
quit
three.
it to the last three right here. Duck, you got it, bro. All right, Shadow, you up.
All right, cool. Hey, David. My name's Shadow. I'm on we do the live drop chat on the Discord before every chat. So if anybody wants to join in, that's where we're at. But pretty
Oh,
much
nice.
yeah, it's pretty fun, man. So pretty much my question is, well, it's more regards to like renting NFTs. I know this is more of like
Mm-hmm.
a future based, like in the VV verse, that type of thing. But Dan's mentioned before on a different occasions of like, legendary, skins for your avatar, maybe like unlocking certain like
Yes.
items in your showroom, things like that. And so I was thinking with the renting of NFTs, it would be cool if like owning certain NFTs, like a Spider-Man or a Batman unlocks a certain like um, a skin, costume, emote, or something like that in the VeVe to kind of just like show off that you have that. And if I were to, let's say, rent it out to somebody, and they had then have that, it would then unlock for them. And then once the renting is done, it comes back to me, and now I have it again.
Is that kind of like something that y'all are thinking about when it comes to the VeVe-verse in the future?
Yeah, I mean I mean, I think people are already renting the NFT already. I know people borrowing NFT, renting them in the real world right now on VeVe because they want to post a photo with, Captain America as a secret rare type of thing. But obviously, in the metaverse, is going to be very, very different. And we in stage 2 or 3 will be adding in these features where it's more gamification. But to start with, I think Dan mentioned we want to test the water and see how the community react and what they want to see the feature before we drop it in. But to your question before is, yes, there will be some sort of avatar skin type of things that will be a representation of you in that in our VeVe-verse type of thing. We are still going to scope out how the rent. The idea is you can always send it to your friends, your NFT, for them to enjoy it. We just want to know how the renting section will work without us breaking the law or saying, well, this is a security product, you're making money out of it. We just need to be a little more aware of the regulatory requirement around. But going back, I already know people renting secret rares to take photos with them at the moment. I don't know how much some people paying, but they're paying money to take photo with these cool collectibles.
All right, that's awesome to know. David, man, you got the floor, yo.
Yes, I'm finally here. Hey, David, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. Thanks for taking the time with us. I'll be really brief. I obviously know you've been on here for a minute, but I was just on the spaces beforehand with Reese and Dan that they did with Goxstein Media, and I got through a bunch of questions with them. My question for you is, well, first off, it's more of a statement. Like, I watched that YouTube video. I don't know if it was with Taps or whoever, and the one thing that he mentioned was, you said in that video, dream big, right? Like, that was the one thing that he focused on when he said dream big. I wonder, it's kind of a two-part question. Number one, when you say dream big, what are we referring to specifically, or is that more of a general statement?
No, I mean, we dream really big to where we are even today. But every day we lift that bar higher and higher. I tell you, there's so often when I tell Dan, I say, well, this is the last license we're gonna let in our program. Because I think once we have this one, everyone will be happy. And after we sign it, it will be the next one and the next one. We just really dream really big. We want to build something. The community is pretty. It's being our dream. It's being our dream right now. Even being here talking to you. For you to be inspired in the VeVe universe and the community, we really wanted to take this, a lot bigger than what it is today.
All right, gotcha. Now, my last thing is we had, so obviously this space has been going for, I don't know how many countless hours, days, whatever it's been. Like, props to you, Kaki, for keeping this going. We had an idea that we threw around last night that everyone was just kind of like, wait, this would be kind of cool. So the creativity is kind of really what drives this community, right? And how you see some of these vaults that are just absolutely amazing, like, but the time that they put in, the effort, the meticulousness, it's something that it really stands out. And we threw around the idea of, do you think we'll ever be able to mint our vaults as NFTs?
Yeah, we thought about it, but I tell you what the problem is. The problem is once you mint your vault as the NFT, you have all the other licensed property in it, and then if you sell it and those licensed guys are not getting paid, that it's kind of breaching our contract. That's what the biggest problem is. You know where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah.
And if they say, well, you're technically selling something that was because of us, these brands, then that's where the issue is. But I tell you, the some of the things I look on through the social media are just amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, I think I tweeted something out a day ago. It could be yesterday or the day before. One of the music with me in the window. I think I still got it on my tweet. So if you want to watch it, that is some funny stuff. And my hair down there, who's a listener, you know what I'm talking about.
My hair down there. I saw it. But but wait, if we bought the collectibles and we paid, let's say if we paid in the aftermarket, we paid the royalty at the end of the day. We don't have to gain royalties on it. Can't we just mint it as an NFT? Like we don't have to make money on it.
Yeah, I mean, that we have a look at it. I think more of the stuff you guys will have more fun in the metaverse, the VeVe first will be a lot of fun with all that.
Yeah,
I agree.
J Toke, last question, bro.
Yeah, hi David. I'm really blessed to be part of your vision, just like the whole family as well. Just a quick one. I sent you an inbox. I know you're really, really busy, but you remember we were talking about this quite some time ago. I'm Ultra VeVe, but I've changed my username to J Tokes.
Okay.
So if you could just have a look and just get back to me, because I'm still waiting for to get back to them in regards to that conversation we had.
Okay. This is my IG or LinkedIn or which
IG,
one?
Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to be clearing all those this weekend. I tell you, there's just so many messages. It's crazy. I don't even know how it's possible. But I will get onto it. I promise you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I understand. I know you're busy. So thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, David.
Yeah. Let's take one last one. If there's someone want to put their hand up on it.
Okay, yeah, I had a person down here that I dropped down. Let me bring him back up. Duck, we had asked him to speak earlier and then he went back down. So Duck, you got the floor, bro.
Yes. Hello, David. I'm from Morocco. My name is Mohammed Al-Qadar bin Mustafa. My English is not good, but
that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Really, really good work. VeVe, amazing. Really, really good. In my area, people don't really have internet, but good work. My question: when Pokemon?
Yes.
I'm glad I got you up here, bro.
The best way to end it.
Oh
man. Listen, we would not be announcing any deal or any announcement through not in a proper forum. So I mean, I think I mentioned earlier to you guys all is that we as a company and we got a lot of things we're fixing up in the app. We need to ensure this security is fine. We need to make sure the scalability, the user engagement, and it's a very wide edge group in Pokemon. We just need to make sure there's certain things these company look for, and we need to tick all the boxes. And we're working on it. I mean, day and night. I love the cartoon. It's one of the first property that I brought to New Zealand. I did extremely well on, thanks to our. I was very fortunate to be part of the initial growth of all the trading card craze and so on, and still happening now. I mean, I just received my 25th anniversary limited edition Pokemon trainer box. And I love the product, I love the brand, and I know our fans love it and it's crazy asking for it. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Awesome. We know that was a meme question. If Aaron had a real question to ask you, we'll give him the floor to try to click.
Yeah.
Hey David. Yeah, big fan. I'm from the UK. My question was, so shortly after the Master Collector program, can we expect to be able to sell sets maybe, or like how far down the line would that be? I don't know if it's been asked already.
Oh yeah, so I need to ask Dan how we're gonna run that. I know a lot of people have asked for selling complete sets. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't answer that question for you, but I know it is definitely on top of our agenda to do.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
Awesome, man.
And wait, David, you said just confirming what Dan said. Immutables coming next week, right?
Well, no, we. I think we're still going through the testing now.
Oh, I tried.
I haven't. Listen. I couldn't answer for the tech guys. I haven't been talking to them today or yesterday to go, well, how's it coming? They normally communicate directly. He runs all, a major part of that. My job is the day-to-day running of the company, the scale, the license, the money
I
flows.
was just messing around. I was just messing around.
Because I know I get in trouble if I answer things for him. And I wouldn't want him to answer something to go, oh yes, confirm, and then I'd be in trouble.
You already know how our YouTubers are. You already know they just say right now. So
yeah, I'm actually quite surprised Trevor or maybe Reese is not up here checking what I say. Maybe they're sleeping. It's good timing for me.
Reese was high in the Ecomi.
Reese isn't sleeping. I'm actually chatting with Reese right now, like via DM. He's not sleeping.
Yeah. No. Awesome, man. So yeah, man, David, if you want to wrap it up, man, we don't want to take more of your time, brother. This was a blessing.
Yeah. Listen, I once again thank everybody. Yeah, I'm just happy to be up here to support the marathon. 74 hours. What a yeah. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't ask for more. Yeah, if later on you guys might be lucky. Dan might pop up just to say hi or something.
Shit!
I know he's got a whole lot of work. Yeah, I'll definitely message him. And yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah,
We'll speak next time.
We'll appreciate it.
Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
All right, and back